action.
Oh, good deal. Well, hi everybody. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen you. So
What have you been doing?
I know exactly.
Probably not a lot, right?
That's right. Just sloughing off. You know me. We're back for another edition. It's Tuesday, right?
You only have 2 people watching.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
You might want to chit chat for a few minutes.
I got lots to chit chat about, so we're all good with that.
Okay.
So, welcome. We're thrilled to have you. We've got a really fun little cute project for you today.
It's a super quick one today.
Oh, really?
It will be, yeah. So
It's
don't
gonna be a
blink.
fast Facebook. That's
Maybe
right.
maybe Patrick should be sewing this one today.
Oh, you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's my most hated, disgusting candy that there is, by the way.
Whatever.
So, in fact, I think the project tastes about like the candy tastes in real life. So we'll see.
Don't worry about it.
I'm
I've
just shaking my head. I'm
Yeah,
shaking my
that's
head.
right.
Has anybody guessed what we're doing today?
I know. We've had this discussion before, by the way.
Did you see on the news this morning that, is it Peeps? Is that the Halloween candy?
Uh-huh. No, that's Easter candy.
Well,
Yeah.
what did I see on the news this morning? Help me out,
Do
people.
they have Peeps for
No, they're saying that they're not going to have any this year
why?
because they want to keep everybody safe. So they're not asking their employees to come back to work.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Wow, that's interesting. So maybe it's the Easter version of it. Is
I
it
don't know. I'm sure it was Peeps. It was those really,
like eating sugar?
yeah.
Sort of like the candy corn that we're doing today.
You just gave it away. I was going to give a gift away for the person that guessed what it
Oh,
was.
shoot. Oh, well. I guess what all 6 watching can guess.
Oh, that's too funny because you know the person that actually guessed it first?
Well, who's that?
Lorraine Myers.
Oh, no way.
So, Miss
Seriously?
Lorraine, you just happened to be our winner unaway
You were
today.
gonna be the winner anyway, what were we giving her? By the
You
way?
didn't get one
I
out?
didn't.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Lorraine, we'll go digging in our little goodie bag here, and we'll get it for you here in just a moment, okay?
Is this one okay to give away?
Yeah, you can do that. Uh-huh.
I actually think I made this, Lorraine, so I'm going to give this one away.
Okay, so it is one of the pillowcases that we did from the kids' summer program this summer.
Oh, cool. No, I
That
didn't
seems
actually
like-
do this one. I thought it was the little holder that... Well, never mind.
I
don't know what I
think-
thought it was. It's super cute, though.
Actually, you know who did that? Elaine.
Did she really?
Elaine did that one for us because she came up and sewed the last project for us. I'm pretty
Well,
sure Elaine did that.
I hope you have grandkids and have it's really cute the ice cream fabric. So it's very fun. Congratulations, Lorraine! You're the big winner this today. Woohoo!
Apparently, everybody else is with you on the candy corn
Oh,
thing.
tell me the candy corn.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
the worst candy. It's like shouldn't even be considered candy.
Well, now I'm concerned about doing my project today because if nobody likes the candy corn, maybe they won't like the project
I don't
today.
know. It's pretty cute though. You can use it as a coaster. So that's
We
perfect.
do not have any more of the kids' project kits left. I do apologize.
Uh-oh. I do have a couple of announcements. Then I got a really cute joke. Kate hasn't heard my joke yet. She's going to be mad at me. But
I'm
that's
always
all right.
mad at you. So what's new?
Exactly. That's okay. So I wanted to go over a couple of the events we have coming up through the week, through the end of the month, actually. So I hope everybody can hear over the vacuum there. But so I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, we've got
What we're doing.
Exactly. We've got our next virtual event coming up on Saturday. It is going to be the Twilight Boulevard. Again, we finally got most of the kits out to everybody, I hope.
I think we pretty much have the kits. Now we have a problem that some people
Missing the embellishment kits
didn't
and-
necessarily get an embellishment kit.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. So anyway, that's been the project from trying to get it all in and get it together and everything else. Has been
I just
fun.
don't even think that Kimberbell expected the
No.
overwhelming response.
Exactly. So that, yeah, I think nationwide that's been a very popular project. So, but we are looking forward to teaching it. Again, for those of you who haven't joined us for the Zoom classes, we're actually getting pretty okay at them. We're getting you all into the classes and everything, and they seem to enjoy them. Again, it's going to be a new way of us teaching. So we were talking about this at the Zoom class last Saturday, that I think it's going to be a continuation. We're going to start doing the Zoom classes normally now, even after they let us open back up. So that's something to look forward to. It's a good way to learn, and you can get a really good visual of what's going on with your sewing machine and everything else.
So I'm thinking that my basement is going to have to get finished.
That's right, exactly.
I need a filming studio.
Exactly. We've got a new filming studio in the top of her house right now in her loft, so we'll have to get that basement finished, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny. So, so Twilight is going to be on Saturday. Then a week from tomorrow, which is going to be the 24th of September, I want to make sure I've got my dates right. 24th of September, we have an OESD event. It's a quilting event. I'm going to be sending an email out on this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a virtual event taught by OESD. So again, look forward to that. Kate, do you know what the cost on that is?
OESD?
Yeah.
$0. Best cost ever.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be sending an email out on that so everybody knows about it. So again, they've got a quilting in the hoop. OESD is one of our favorites. You guys know they do some incredible digitizing, and so you're going to get some good quilting ideas for quilting in the hoop and things like that. So again, we're excited about that. It's the 24th of September, and it is free. It's at 10 o'clock. So, okay. We also have our Kimberbell, the Jubilee, the Spark event.
Did you get some new glasses?
No, why?
Someone just said that, and I was like, well, I hadn't noticed. But I really don't pay a whole lot of attention
Probably
to.
about 6 months ago. I just haven't cleaned them in a week.
Oh.
So, yeah, maybe
Okay.
that's the problem.
We cannot sign you up for the OESD event, so Patrick will be sending out an email, hopefully today, and there will be a link on there for you to follow, and you do need to register directly with OESD for the event.
Yes, and so I will get that out to everybody. It is going to be my #1 priority here this afternoon. So, what else? I got a joke. I got a really cute joke, by the way.
Okay, and then I need to go back and answer some questions because we're getting lots of questions.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
You want me to do that first?
Go ahead and do that
Okay,
first.
let me go back here for a little
Because
way.
they're going to be laughing so hard at my joke that they're not even going to be able to focus.
Okay, let's see. Now I gotta find them.
Okay.
No, hang on, I'm just Kat, we probably do have your order for the marking pen. We've got an order that is in shipment to us from Floriani right now. We are planning on continuing the Zoom classes after this is all over, if it's ever all over. How do they get access to replay the Boulevard class?
Yes, you'll get an email. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Boulevard class, I actually sent an email out on Sunday that had a supply list for everybody who was registered for the Boulevard class. So you have a really, Kate did a step-by-step supply list for you on things that you want to bring to Saturday's class in your own little sewing room there. So make sure if you did not get that, let us know. If you're signed up for the class, you should have received it. I actually sent it from my personal email this time, so it would have hopefully gotten to you.
Okay, and
so-
then also you will get an email with a link to register for this Saturday's class.
Correct, and that'll come out on Friday. So the way the Zoom classes work, it's an invitation type of a deal where you're gonna, we'll send you a link, you'll register for the class, it'll give you a password, and you'll be able to get into the class.
And how long will the classes be online
They'll
after?
be online forever. So we haven't ran out of any memory yet, so you can just view those as many times as you need. Again, it's indefinite, so you don't have to stress about time frames on those. Okay, so that link is good until I take it down. So
Denise, if you are referring to the insert that goes into the foot bags, I do believe, whichever store, I do believe that has already been set aside for you. So you might want to call and just double check on.
That's good.
Yeah, if you can call and just double check on that. So they're saying that the supply list
went out on Sunday.
Sunday
Morning, bright and early. Yes.
So yes, you can still sign up for the class. You can either do it online, which there is a $20 fee for the class, or if you've purchased the design pack and the fabric kit from us, please call the store and we waive that fee for you. Linda, give us a call. That's Linda Coldwell. Give us a call and give us your email, or we'll double check that for you. A lot of people are saying they didn't get the email.
Uh-oh, that's a problem.
Didn't get the email, there's lots of people saying they didn't get the email.
Okay, yeah, I actually
Can we send
pasted everybody's addresses in, so I...
Okay, so those of you that didn't get the email, if you wouldn't mind giving one of the stores a call, and we can make sure that you're on the sign-up sheet, because that would be one of the reasons why you wouldn't get the email.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, Cindy is writing them down for us. Okay, thanks, good. Cindy. Yeah.
Okay, you ready for my joke?
I'm ready for your joke. Linda Thompson, I will get back to you on your fabric. I did get your message, but I wasn't in yesterday, and I actually forgot this morning, so thank you for reminding me.
Now can I do my
No,
joke?
I'm still catching up on messages. Okay.
It's been since, what, we haven't done one of these since Thursday of last week. It's like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're back.
Okay, it's your turn.
Is it my turn? Okay. All right. Okay. Ready? A lady goes to the doctor and complains that her husband is losing interest in sex. The doctor gives her a pill.
Hang on a minute. Is this approved for the venue today?
Yeah, she's going to be really mad at me. By the way, I apologize in advance to anybody this offends. But so you might want to mute your sound.
You might want to turn it.
Small little ones.
Yeah, you might want to start over. I'll try to block my ears.
All right. A lady goes to the doctor and complains that her husband is losing interest in sex. The doctor gives her a pill, but warns her that it's still experimental. He tells her to slip it into his mashed potatoes at dinner. So that night, she does just that. About a week later, she's back at the doctor, where she says, "Doc, the pill worked great. I put it in the potatoes like you said." It wasn't 5 minutes later that he jumped up, raked off all the food and dishes onto the floor, grabbed me, ripped my clothes off, and ravaged me right there on the table. The doctor says, "I'm sorry, we didn't realize that the pill was that strong. The foundation will be glad to pay you for any damages." "Nah," she says, "that's okay. We're not going back to that restaurant anyway."
Oh my. So next time Patrick says, "Do you have a joke?" I'll make sure that I've got a joke ready, okay? That was kind of naughty.
It wasn't naughty. It was fun.
It was kind of naughty.
All right, so it's your turn.
Okay. So we all know by now that we are doing I'm moving my thing. Candy corn project. So we are doing a little...
See, everybody's laughing. Look at that. I got lots of laughs this time.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
So we are doing a little candy corn coaster, okay? So this one, though, because all the other coasters we've done are all embroidery. And I keep getting messages, when are you going to do more sewing projects? When are you going to do more sewing projects? So this one is a sewing project, okay? However, here's the pattern. And I would be really intrigued to put this through IQ.
Oh, it'd be easy.
That'd
be super easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But this project is actually from Shabby Fabrics. And their disclosure on this pattern, it says right there, "In no way can this be digitized." And I'm like, So what you ladies do at home for your own good is fine, okay? But I didn't think that I should attempt to digitize it and share that with you, because obviously we don't need to get our wrists slapped for that. So anyway, let's go ahead.
So by the way, for those of you who are joining us late, you need to rewind and watch the joke, because it was really, really funny.
This isn't about a joke. This is about a candy corn.
All right, that's right. Which is the worst candy in the world.
It's not the worst candy in the world.
You know what? Lots of people like it.
To a lot of people haven't. Well, never mind. We've already told you. Okay, good. That's good.
Okay, so we do have kits for today, just like we normally do when we do little coasters. They're in a set of 2. So this is a sewing project, so the directions will be put up for you, okay? They're not up there yet. It's a set of 2 for $4.99.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a kit and we're going to go over to the cutting table.
Oh, good. I don't need a chair yet?
No, you don't need a chair yet.
All right.
Can you come over here?
I can.
To our messy table?
Yeah, exactly. Look at all the kits, though. We got lots. For all you guys who love candy corn.
Okay.
Gummy bears? Are you kidding, Donna? That is the best candy. How could you...
In your
Blasphemy.
kit.
She just criticized gummy bears.
Really? I like gummy bears.
I do too.
In your kit, you have 4 pieces of orange fabric. We're going to grab 2 and set 2 aside. You also have 2 pieces of yellow. We're going to take 1 and set 1 aside. And then you have 2 pieces of white. We're going to take 1 and set 1 aside. And then you have your pattern. So this pattern will be put up onto the website, okay? So here is your pattern, and we are going to do...
Did you draw that yourself, by the way?
This?
Yeah.
No. No, it's directly from Shabby Fabrics.
Oh, good
okay?
deal. Yep.
So what we're going to do is you're going to cut out the template on the outside line, and what you need is you need 2 pieces of your orange and a piece of single-sided fusible batting. This is not in the kit, okay?
So what batting did you use?
Single-sided fusible batting.
But what brand?
Do you need your ears cleaned? Okay. It's a Pellon. So it's a Pellon. It's the 98.7F fusible batting.
Oh, okay, good.
It is, I think, $8.99 a yard.
Oh, yeah, we've done that before, haven't we?
What?
That batting. You've used that before?
Yep. So you're just going to go ahead and you're going to trim all the way around.
So are you going to use decorative stitches or anything on this? Are you?
Yep.
Woohoo. Yeah, it should be a gummy bear coaster. You're right, ladies. Nobody said that, but I did. Cute shirt, Kate. Hi, Shyla Bohall.
Shyla's on there.
Yeah.
I miss Shyla.
Can you use the Baby Lock fusible batting?
You can.
Dude.
But it's not as thick as this is, so it wouldn't have as much body. It would be a little bit more flimsy. Okay? So we've cut the shape out. You have 2 of the orange and 1 of your batting.
2 orange and 1 batting.
2
That's
orange
it?
and 1 batting.
You got it.
The next thing we're going to do is we are going to trace our applique shapes, okay? And it is, we are using a product called Heat and Bond. Heat and Bond is a fusible transfer, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to lay our Heat and Bond on top of the template, and we're going to trace the top part.
You could trace better than that, but Kate's doing okay.
Thank you.
Does it have to be exact?
No, not really. Because this top edge is going to go into the seam allowance. And this bottom edge here is what really matters, but we're actually going to cover it with a decorative stitch anyway. So color number 1 is your base fabric. So we're actually only tracing the applique for number 2 and number 3.
There you go. Gummy candy corn would be good. What flavor would that be, though? Corn? Corn flavored gummy bears. This is the old-fashioned way of doing applique.
This is very traditional.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so when you do applique, you roughly cut out. You don't cut it out on the line. You roughly cut it out. And then we're going to go over to the ironing board.
Are we good? You got all your shapes? Sugar flavored gummy bears. Yeah, that's perfect. That would be
like
just like
total
eating
candy.
candy corn.
Like a total candy thing today.
It is.
Okay, so we are going to put, this is fusible one side only.
Roseanne wants to know why you roughly cut.
Why you
Because you
roughly
need
cut?
extra, right? Because you're going to cut perfect when we fuse
We
that.
are going to cut perfect after it's fused. So you roughly cut because the actual last cut is going to be on this line. We want a really good seal of your fabric to the fusible. And your fabric won't seal itself completely out to that outside edge, okay?
Oh,
So
see,
what
I
we're
never
gonna-
knew that. That's
What
good.
we're going to do is we're going to put the fusible batting, fusible side up. Then you're going to put your candy corn wrong side down.
Fusible side up, wrong side down. Everybody got that?
And we are going to press.
Yep. So they did cancel Halloween. So you guys can
Did
just
they really?
make lots of these.
Have they really canceled Halloween? Or
You
you
can't
just making-
cancel. I'm making it up.
Oh, well, don't say things like that. I believe you.
Well, they sort of did. They're not allowing trick-or-treaters unless you give them candy corn placemats. This would be perfect for giving kids.
So this is our piece for the bottom of the candy corn. So this has fusible on one side. The other side is just paper. We're going to lay our yellow fabric wrong side up to the fusible side of the transfer paper and fuse in place.
Perfect. We really need to recover the ironing board. You guys see what we iron on? It is pretty bad.
And so on the white fabric, we've got wrong side up, and we have the top of the candy corn with the fusible side down. And we're going to fuse.
Sour gummies are the best, Linda. That's even better
I
than
like
regular.
sour gummies.
Yeah, me too.
I like the good old-fashioned German gummy
At
bear.
least you guys know our ironing board is well used. So
Once it is cool to touch, you don't want to trim when it's hot because it's still fusing. Now we are going to trim directly on the line.
that's perfect trimming then, right?
And now I have an extremely good clean cut and edge where the edge of the applique is.
By the way, if I seem a little punchy today, it's because I was up till midnight watching the dumb Broncos lose their game. It was ridiculous. I lost 2.5 hours of sleep over that.
I gave up at 11.
What time are they playing till?
The game ended about 11:30, and then I was so mad I couldn't go to sleep until almost 1. It was ridiculous. I know, sad faces, crying faces. Chocolate and gummies, that's horrible. I don't know if I'd make that combination. Thanks, Linda. She said there's ironing board covers at TJ Maxx.
Oh my. Now we need to remove the paper side of the applique. And then that will release a second fusible side for us. So the easiest way to do that is just to score the paper, and then you can peel this off.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my map.
You guys all done applique, by the way? Like the old-fashioned way like this? It's pretty fun.
Then we are going to lay this across the bottom. We're going to score the paper on the white side.
Yeah, we don't talk about hockey anymore. Sorry. It should be the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Finals.
And then we are going to press this one. When you are pressing your appliques down, you don't want to iron. You don't want to do the ironing movement, okay?
Like that?
Like that. Well, it's already, it's sealed. I've got
Okay.
it. Because your applique pieces will shift on you,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
So you want to lift and press,
Perfect.
okay? Once they've sealed, then you can do that ironing movement, but you want to get them to seal first so
I
they won't
see.
move on you. Okay, so now we are ready to, and one of the reasons I put the batting on the back of this piece is so that I don't have to use stabilizer, okay? So now I can actually go in and do my decorative stitching directly through this batting, and the batting acts as my stabilizer. I'm going to take my other piece with us to the table. And the one that I did earlier, I don't know if you can zoom in on that stitch, Patrick.
It's the grass stitch.
It is the grass stitch, but it's the
We could
grass.
definitely do this in IQ Designer, especially for you Solaris owners.
But the grass stitch is the grass stitch from both sides. You have the grass stitch that just goes from one side, and it's smooth on one side and goes
Oh,
up.
yeah. Okay,
The one
I
we're
see what you're saying.
using is both edges.
Oops. Didn't mean to make you guys dizzy there. The kits are $4.99, and that's going to get 2 of those beautiful candy coasters.
And we are going to be using the open toe foot today, because this will give us a nice open area of our stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Let's go ahead and we're going to go find the design, and I truly don't know where it is in this machine because I did it on a different machine at home. So we're going to go into decorative stitching.
And yes, most machines are going to have this stitch. By the way, ladies, this is one of the more popular.
I'm going to believe it's under category 12.
And the Destiny would definitely have this stitch. You know, this is a good time for you guys, if
is.
you're going to do this, to play with your decorative stitches, by the way.
So these are your 2 grass stitches. This one, 1252, is the one we're going to use today, which is uneven on both the left and the right side. But 1253, you'll notice it has a solid side.
So this one has a really good edger, and this one not so much.
And we're going
Missed
to
that
go.
joke, didn't you?
Yeah,
Wasn't even funny.
I'm trying not to listen. So we have it set. Well, we haven't. We got to select the stitch first. I really wasn't ready for this. 1 second, please hold.
Please hold, please. That paper is called
Heat and bond.
Heat and Bond, Lorraine, is what she's using for her applique fabric. And again, if you guys haven't tried applique, you really need to. It's really fun.
Okay, can you zoom in all the way into that foot? So ladies, on that foot, we have some little red marks. And I don't know how well you can see that, but the where the 2 fabrics join together there is a little red notch right in the center of the foot. So we want the edge of the applique fabric in line with that center mark. We want half of the stitch onto the orange and half of the stitch onto the white.
This is why Kate didn't have me do this project.
I think you could have easily have done this project.
Laser guide is right, Anne. We could definitely do that.
And by the way, for any of you that are wanting a great project for children, This would be a great kids project.
So what are you saying about me? she's she's speechless. Yes, it is grunge candy corn. That's funny. Looks like somebody dropped it and stepped
Two
on
of
it.
them are grunge. This is actually called a concrete. The yellow one is called a concrete.
Oh, it is a concrete? Oh, okay. It's not. It looks like a grunge, though, doesn't
The
it?
other two are. Can they see that?
Look at how beautiful that is. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No. And I'm going to go ahead and change my thread to the yellow. And we're going to repeat that with the yellow to the orange. And I'm lining up the yellow, the join of the yellow and the orange fabric with the center mark on my foot.
Yes, and the open toe does come both clear and metal. And, you know, again, it is a pretty popular decorative stitch, isn't it, Kate?
Yeah.
Sarah, yeah, I'm surprised that you don't have it. The grass stitch especially is on a lot of machines. This this untrimmed grass stitch.
Untrimmed.
We're still getting
Uh-oh.
uh-oh. Kate,
Technical problem.
yeah, exactly. Why'd you do that?
Why did I do what?
Cut the thread there.
Because it was wrapped around.
Oh,
the
okay.
bar.
Yeah, she actually wrapped around her thread guide, so don't do that, ladies.
Would you like to sew this project?
You're doing so good, though. Need my help? If you guys could see the look I just got. Oh, good, Becky. Thank you for bringing that up. The Destiny is 8-52.
Perfect. One of the nice things with this decorative stitch is if you break a thread and you have to start off, it's also random and it doesn't really have an aligning point. So it makes it really easy for you just to step in and continue on.
Ah, Sarah, that's why your machine doesn't have a... Yeah, if you got a 30-year-old machine, it probably wasn't invented yet.
Oh no, absolutely not. Okay, we are going to go ahead and put our regular sewing foot back on. Now, I would recommend you use a 1/4-inch foot. We are having a little bit of a supply problem with 1/4-inch feet and have sold everything we have to customers. So I don't have a 1/4-inch foot to put on. So I am using my J foot.
Don't you have the Clearview one over there? No?
I don't think so. I looked. We're going to go back to utility stitches, and I'm going to show this to you because some of you might not know that this exists. So we're going to go back to our utility stitches, and under the utility stitches we have some tabs going across here. One of them that you can only half see is a Q, and that's our quilting tab. So we can scroll along, go into our quilting tab, and in there pattern number 2 is actually going to reposition the needle to give us a 1/4-inch foot using the J foot. Okay?
1/4-inch seam using the J foot.
I'm sorry. So put it back over there because when I press this, you will see that line scoot over. Okay?
Perfect.
So it has just moved the needle Now I am going to be using the edge of my foot, just like you would if you were using a 1/4 of an inch foot. I'm going to use the edge of my foot to line up my raw edges.
Oh, see, I know what you're going to do now.
You do, huh?
I do. You're going to leave an opening.
I am. Not my favorite thing to do. So the recommendation is that the opening is left on the bottom, and that will be shown on your pattern. So when you look at your pattern, you've got like a dotted line across there. That's where you should be leaving your opening. The other thing that I like to do is I like to make sure that my stitch length is set to 2.0 and not 2.5 when I have a project where I'm working with curves.
And you'll notice on the patchwork, by the way, go show them the default there. So when you go into the quilting menu, it defaults, your length actually defaults to 2.0 instead of 2.5 also. So again, it moves it over and it sets that length to the default of 2.0.
So we're going to use the edge of our foot, and we're going to stitch around the edge. And you'll want to go nice and slow. You should be able to get around this whole project without doing any pivot and turns, and it will give you a much smoother project.
By the way, hi Barbara Rogers. I just mailed your brand new machine to you, but I didn't get it out until yesterday, so sorry about that. Nice. And yes, that would be very cute in variegated thread, Patty.
I actually looked, but I didn't have any at home.
What, variegated?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you? Yeah, the grass stitch would be cool that way. Doing all right?
I'm doing perfect. Okay, it doesn't tell you this on the pattern, but I would recommend that you just go in and snip all the way around.
Why?
You'll just get a smoother curve. So I'm not snipping on the straight edges, I'm snipping on the curves.
Everybody wants to know if I mailed their machines too.
Okay, we're going to turn it right side out. We're going to use a turning tool.
Our favorite. Which one are you using?
I'm using the Floriani. I don't think the other one's got unboxed from Saturday yet. So, and then you can just use that tool to ride.
Oh, that's right. This is the cool trick
around.
that Christine learned. Yeah, there's a lot of you who have new machines.
Okay, so let's talk about your options here. I'm just going to press this really quick.
Option number 1 is not hand sewing.
Yeah. So there definitely is a couple of options.
Just give it to somebody like that. It looks fine.
So obviously we need to tuck all of this in. And we are going to pin it.
Oh, good question, Cindy. I'll look into that. I don't think I did, but they might have in Littleton. So I'll look into it.
What was the question?
Whether we mailed her prize from the new product launch. Glue is right, Patty. That's what we're going to show you. Option number 2.
I'm going to show you 3 different options here. And 2 of them will still require you to do what I'm doing right now.
Don't burn yourself. Yep. Stitch witchery. Oops. I guess I should be on the project, huh? I think they're all going to give them away for Halloween.
It's a nice little,
It's a cute project.
it's a cute project. Okay, let's go sit back down and we're going to talk about how we can finish these.
The Solaris, Linda, does it come with an open toe foot? I think it does, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I'll look into that, Linda, also. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Okay, so option number 1 is to hand sew. Don't get too close. Option number 1 is to hand sew. Option number 2 is actually the directions on what they tell you to do, and that is to edge stitch really close and do like a top stitch all the way around.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't look too bad.
I don't like that idea.
Oh, never mind. That looked horrible.
I'm going to hand sew this one, but I'm not going to do it on live, okay? So I am going to hand sew. I prefer to hand sew than to do that. But I want to talk about a different way to do this, and I'm going to show you with my other one here. Now, this way is not something that Shabby Fabrics tell you to do, okay? And it is something that I thought of because we do it this way with in the hoop. So if we do it this way in the hoop, why can't we do it when we're doing a regular sewing project? It would require more fabric, okay? So the kits will not allow for this way. So keep that in mind. But why can't you do what you do?
Oh, with the, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And do it the same way that you would do.
And just do a...
And then stitch all the way around. And then
Flip
through there.
There you
And
go.
then we do that in the hoop.
That's genius.
I know.
Yeah.
So we do that in the hoop, so I don't really know why you couldn't do that.
An envelope back.
An envelope back, yeah. Just like you would do in your hoop. But like I said, I am going to hand sew mine. I just don't like the idea of the top stitching all the way around. Now, if you wanted to, you could do some extra quilting on here. Put maybe like a monofilament on, because you're going to be going through all different color waves. You could just do a little bit of quilting in the centerpiece. Lots of different ideas. I really don't think it needs any quilting, but you could definitely embellish it with some quilting if you wanted to.
Yay.
And I think that's it for today.
That's all we have?
Yeah, I told you it was going to be quick and easy.
And that's good. Yeah, we're up actually done ahead of time today.
Uh-huh.
Envelope back. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think that Solaris does come with the open toe foot, lady. Sorry about
But I
that.
can think of a couple of people already that are probably already scanning this pattern into their Solaris to do it in
Exactly.
IQ.
It would be a really easy project in IQ.
Yeah, because I think in IQ you would just, tell me if I'm wrong with this, because I'm kind of going through this in my head, but you would bring this image in and you would erase these two lines and create the outline for
Correct.
the tack down.
Exactly.
So you do your tack down with your batting, and then you would do your tack down for your main fabric.
Right.
And you'd bring the image in again. See, I just don't know how you'd do that curve.
Oh, it's really easy.
Oh,
Yeah, just do it point to point and put your grass stitch in
I
on
know, but
both
we
of
need the
those.
shape.
No. I'll do this even
No,
though
you
they...
can't.
You can't?
No, we're not going to get into trouble. It says right
It's no
there.
digitizing. Uh-oh.
You know what though? No, hang on, because I was thinking you'd have to do piece with the flip method. No, you wouldn't. So you would just take that top piece and then erase the rest of this and
Yep.
do a tack down for this one. And, oh, it'd be so simple, ladies.
Yeah.
Somebody do it and post a picture so we can see, or bring it in, because we'd love to see that. But I know someone's going to do it really, really quick, and it might be me as soon as we get off live.
That's right. Renee, we did get an invoice today with the bobbin cases, the bobbin work cases. They are on their way to us. So yes, they'll be here shortly. And I guess we're done. It was so good to see all you ladies and gentlemen again. So I hope you had fun. And tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Do you know? Christine's doing it tomorrow. So with that, we are out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.